Bullying is a challenging topic to discuss for lots of reasons. Thinking of your child being bullied is a really painful experience. No one wants to think of their child being hurt or made to feel sadness or shame in any way. But bullying also evokes memories of our own painful experiences as children. It can bring up a lot of different emotions and feelings. Before we even begin to talk about how we might support our child to actually address bullying, we want to just take a moment and reflect on our own experiences. When your child does share their own experience of being bullied, it most certainly will bring up those feelings of your own past. Take a moment to reflect on those feelings, either through something like a journal or with a trusted friend or a spouse or a partner, and share what those experiences are like for you. Share those experiences with a safe person and not with your child. Your place with your child is to listen, support, and validate their feelings. To share your own experiences could be appropriate in the future, but in the moment, it would be helpful to listen. Encouraging your child to come to you with bullying is something that begins well before the first time that they are bullied. As much as we wish there will be no times, make sure there's openness and connection so that they feel safe to tell you when something like this does happen. And that comes with time, with building connection and asking questions and listening when your child shares. Autistic children are more likely to be bullied. Think about how you might respond. Acknowledge that this might be difficult for your child and for you, so that you can be open to supporting them in the best way possible. Always try to ask more questions than to give direction or guidance or advice. The more you can ask them questions about what happened, what was said, what was done, and how they felt, the more open the child will be and will receive the message that we believe them, we understand, and we're here to listen. Let them know that you see how painful this experience was and that you're here for them and you love them no matter what. Try to avoid going into problem-solving mode or saying things like, we're going to go straight to the principal, or that's not such a big deal. Try to be open to listening and to validating your child's feelings so that they can feel seen. Teach them to distinguish between the different types of bullying and to evaluate the severity. Is the child being bothered or teased versus bullied and victimized? This is important to help your child to know how to respond and when to seek adult help. Spend some time role-playing phrases or words that they can use to respond if they are being bullied. This is especially helpful if your child has communication difficulties and language is still emerging. Things like stop, leave me alone, don't do that are important phrases to teach. Also, how they might approach an adult and knowing which adults are appropriate to approach. A teacher, a trusted friend, a friend's parents would be appropriate, but a teenager at the school or a stranger would not be appropriate. It is an important distinction that children need to sometimes be explicitly taught. Teach your child the language that they can use when they approach the adult. To be clear with what has happened, we all want to protect our children, and it can be tempting to say things to your child about the child that has bullied them. Things like, he's a bad kid, or don't be friends with him. While it's tempting to say those things, and you certainly can say them to yourself, it can create a situation where your child feels even more alone and maybe less likely to share with you in the future. If you see behaviors changing, if your child becomes more withdrawn, more irritable, stops eating, or their preferences change dramatically, or something they used to really enjoy doing, like playing on the monkey bars in the schoolyard or playing soccer on the field, all of a sudden the child doesn't want to do those things at all, or they're refusing to go to school. Those are things that might be a red flag that something is going on at school that they're not able to share. Speak with the principal, the teacher, even speak with a parent of a friend in the class to get more information about what might be going on.